Welcome again to Cooking in Finland, formerly known as Cooking in Russia. In this episode, I'll show you how to prepare Indian-style king prawns. This is a great example of a recipe that I've wanted to share since my channel first started, but finding the ingredients in Russia and now in Finland has been absolutely impossible up until a few days ago. You can't make this with small shrimp. You have to use extremely large prawns. Miraculously, I found some that were about 65 grams each. That's over 2 ounces per prawn. But such finds are like looking for diamonds in a haystack here. And at first glance, they look like small lobster tails. So let's get into it. While you can leave out the amchur and substitute the Kashmiri mirch for paprika and cayenne, you won't have the true restaurant flavor. Try to get the right ingredients. The spices in yellow are the ones that you'll toast in the first step. Ground spices burn, so you have to use whole seeds and whole pieces. Get a pan hot, but not smoking hot, or the spices will burn on the surface before they toast. Add them to the pan all at once. Move the pan around occasionally, but not constantly. When you see seeds popping and starting to dance around, it's toasted enough. Transfer these to a container quickly now before they actually burn. Once they've cooled off, put them in an electric spice mill along with the next ingredients in the list that are all marked in green. Then grind to a powder as best as possible. Now rub the ground spices through a wire mesh sieve to eliminate any bits that were not ground up well. This will take a little bit of work. You want to try to get as much through as possible, but make sure that you don't get any of the big coarse pieces through. Once that's done, you'll need about 1 tablespoon of this mixture for every 3 or 4 prawns. Measure out the amount of the spice mix and then add the same amount of lemon juice. Stir to combine this well before adding the same amount again of the ghee or vegetable oil, and 1 or 2 teaspoons of crushed garlic for every 3 or 4 prawns, depending on how garlicky you like it. Devein the king prawns and split open the backs. Then mix them very well with the marinade. Leave them in the marinade for 30 to 45 minutes. Don't over marinate them, and do not refrigerate them during this time. The marinade time is up. Place them with the split side facing up on a pan that can go under a broiler. I strongly advise you not to use aluminum or foil, and preheat your broiler. Now put a teaspoon or 2 of butter in the opening of each prawn. Then put them under the broiler. When they come out, they should have some tiny bits of black, as you can see here, but certainly not be burnt. Now all you have to do is transfer them to a serving platter, sprinkle with a little MSG, and then add freshly chopped cilantro. Serve with wedges of lemon. In the restaurant we used lime wedges, but I really prefer lemon personally. I want to take this opportunity to thank my paid members once again. You've saved this channel and more besides. If you've not already sent me email as directed in my past video in order to get your rewards, please take a moment to do so. There's still several people who have not sent me anything. Finally, Volume 4 is finished and waiting to go into production. Hopefully this will become available on Amazon very soon.